a little bit. I heard more about the interactions between the councils and the different groups than I do here. But I think that varies from time to time too. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Burlington City Council meeting number 17 on September 4th, 2012 at 6:30 in Thomas J. Smith Council Chambers. Please join me in Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Could we have roll call, please?
Anderson? Here. Davidson?
Here.
Fleming?
Here.
McCampbell?
Here.
Reed?
Here.
Next item on the agenda is a proclamation Councilwoman Anderson has.
Okay. Library card sign-up month. Proclamation, whereas a public library card is the most important school supply and children who use their library perform better in school. And whereas libraries enhance the educational experience and meet the needs of students of all ages by providing free access to databases, the internet, homework help, online tutoring, as well as print resources. And whereas libraries provide activities and classes to the residents they serve and inspire lifelong learning. Now therefore, we, the City Council of the City of Burlington, Iowa, do hereby proclaim September as Library Card Sign-Up Month in Burlington, and all eligible residents are encouraged to sign up for a card at your library. Signed and sealed this 4th day of September, Jim Davidson, Mayor.
Rhonda Freever is here, the library director, to accept this.
Thank you to all of you. Each year you take a few moments to recognize National Library Card Sign-Up Month, and I really appreciate that. Not only is it an important school supply for kids going back to school, but it's really an important tool for anyone who's a learner of any ages. This week we're signing up kids for story times, those very early learners, and on Friday we have our specifically for seniors series. So all age groups can come and take advantage of the library and the resources we offer. So thank you for taking a moment to encourage people to make use of that important city service.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you.
One of the shining jewels in our community, that library.
It is.
Rhonda or the library? Both.
I thought he was talking about me.
Thank you, Mr. Fleming. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. All matters listed under item 1, consent agenda, having been discussed, are considered to be routine by the City Council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. On the consent agenda tonight, we have the usual finances and miscellaneous, minutes of previous meetings, payroll and city claims, some reports and bonds. We have 3 resolutions. One is a resolution approving nuisance abatements for various properties. Number 2 is a resolution authorizing the City of Burlington to financially support the Great River Housing Trust Fund. Number 3, a resolution approving City of Burlington, Iowa travel and training policies. We're setting the date for 2 public hearings. The first one, I'm going to pull that from the consent agenda, but we have an amendment we need to fix to that one. The second one on September 17th, to fix the date of meeting at which is proposed to approve a development agreement with the Greater Burlington Partnership, including annual appropriation of tax increment payments in amount not to exceed $500,000. That'll be on September 17th. And we have 3 appointments.
Yes, Your Honor, we have 3 appointments. First one's for Southeast Regional Airport Authority Board, John Schultz. Thank you. Second one, Parks Advisory Committee, Susie Guest, and Commission Tourism Bureau, Chris Reed, myself.
Thank you. Would you like to make a comment, Mr. Schultz, or are you just happy? Okay. All right.
Soon to come.
Is there anyone from the audience who'd like to have any of these items removed from the consent agenda? Council, do we have any that you need to have removed other than the one that we removed? Okay.
Your Honor, I move we approve all listed under item 1, consent agenda.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second. Kathleen?
Anderson? Aye. Davidson?
Aye.
Fleming?
Aye.
McCampbell?
Aye.
Reed?
Aye.
Thank you, the motion is carried. We have now time set for hearing and consideration of the property locally known as 547 South Central Avenue, City of Burlington, Des Moines County, Iowa. And we have one bid received for the purchase of the property at 547 from Jamie Sevenson in an amount of $500. Is there any other bidder present who would like to make a bid? Seeing none. Bidding is closed. I'll entertain a motion.
Oh, yeah. I make that motion to close.
Okay.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second to close the public hearing. Kathleen?
Anderson? Aye. Davidson?
Aye.
Fleming?
Aye.
McCampbell?
Aye.
Reed?
Aye.
I have a resolution approving the sale of property locally known as 547 South Central Avenue, City of Burlington, Des Moines County, Iowa.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to sell the property for rehabilitation purposes.
Good.
Kathleen? Or Council, you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
Just glad it's getting rehab.
Yeah. Okay, Kathleen?
Anderson? Aye. Davidson?
Aye.
Fleming?
Aye.
McCampbell?
Aye.
Reed?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion is carried. Congratulations, new homeowner. We have a resolution approving the replat of lot. Oops, I guess we need a motion on that one first.
Okay, I have a resolution approving the replat of Lot 1 in 12th Addition to Flint Ridge Business Park subdivision.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Mr. Teaslin, would you give us some input on that
Yeah,
one, please?
this is a lot in the Flint Ridge Business Park at the northeast corner of West Burlington Avenue and Division Street, highlighted on red here with the shell building that the chamber is owned. They're looking to split the lot in half, to have two separate lots, one with building and one that could be sold separately. This did come to the council in 2005, but the title on the plat wasn't correct at the time and wasn't recorded by the chamber, so bringing it forward as a replat to allow for two lots to be subdivided at this time.
Questions, council? Is there anyone from the audience wishing to speak on this matter? Seeing none. Any discussion?
Needs to be done.
Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Eric. Kathleen?
Anderson? Aye. Davidson?
Aye.
Fleming?
Aye.
McCampbell?
Aye.
Reed?
Aye.
Motion is carried. Thank you, Eric. And now we have one item, setting a date for a public hearing on September 17th. I need a motion, please.
I'll go ahead and read that.
Make a motion that we set public hearing for September 17th, 2012.
Okay, to fix for a proposed development agreement with Weingart Company.
Thank you.
Second
Okay,
that.
we have a motion and a second.
Second.
All right. Now,
On that, Your Honor, I have an amendment I'd like to make, to amend the resolution to fix the date of the meeting at which it is proposed to approve a development agreement with Weingart Company, including an annual participation tax increment payment in the amount of not to exceed $625,000 by changing the amount from $625,000 to $1,380,380 listed in the title of resolution, paragraph 4 and paragraph 1 of the notice of the meeting.
okay,
I think it was 330,000.
Oh, 330, sorry
Okay.
about that.
That's okay.
Second.
okay, we have a motion to amend. Kathleen?
Anderson? Aye. Davidson?
Aye.
Fleming?
Aye.
McCampbell?
Aye.
Reed?
Aye.
All right, so the motion now, as amended, simply sets a date for this public hearing.
Correct.
That's all we're doing.
With the corrected amount. And so we'll have an explanation on why that amount was changed?
Yes.
The amount, the $625,000 was based off, I talked with the CFO from Weingard, who was that?
Ed Spicer?
Ed Spicer, and he was doing an estimation of what he thought the valuation would be after the improvements were made. That is not the same amount that was used in the application that was sent in. The amount that was sent in for the, I think that's a new jobs tax credit. They had a couple of different ones that they had tax credit applications on. In that development agreement, they did an estimation of what the new assessed valuation would be through the Greater Burlington Partnership had done that. Jason, when he put that together, had the $1,380,330 as the value of the abatement that was approved by the council. Now, as a refresher, back in January is when the approval was given from the council to move forward with a tax abatement, 75% for the first 5 years, and then, or tax rebate, and then 50% for the next 5 years. It did not have a dollar specific amount in there. It was just of the value. When we do the public hearing, we have to have a not to exceed value, and I just had the wrong estimate. I shouldn't have used it.
But truly, it will be 75%.
It's 75%. This is, when you put the resolution, though, it's a maximum. So they could theoretically have a higher assessed valuation that would create more value, but this puts the most that it can be that they get a rebate of.
And I think, well, I noticed a letter to the editor, and I think some people don't understand the tax abatement, and the abated amount is for the value of improvements above what the value previously was. So it means that the taxes on that property will at least be what they are and more.
And the summary of information that you'd had back in January, I mean, there's about $86,000 that they pay in property taxes on that property, and that would continue to be paid.
Well, I think somebody thought we were giving them, or like that when they read this, that like we're giving up, you know, and it's money. I want people to understand. I understand it. I want people out there to understand that we're still going to have more money than we would if he hadn't done anything. It's like he gets a rebate. We're not paying him
Which is the
anything.
discussion we should have at the public hearing. All we're doing here is setting a date. I mean, we really shouldn't be having this discussion right now.
Well, I guess I just wanted it
Yeah.
clarified so that people out there would understand what that means,
Yeah.
I guess. I'm not arguing it, I'm just trying to get a definition for it, I guess.
The motion is to set a date for a public hearing.
Okay.
Kathy?
Anderson?
Aye.
Davidson?
Aye.
Fleming?
Aye.
McCampbell?
Aye.
Reed?
Thank you, folks. Is there anyone from the audience who wishes to make comments on anything we've not discussed? Seeing none. Council, do you have any comments? I have this invitation from Eric. There is currently ongoing at the public library an open house for the comprehensive plan meeting. You still have time to turn off your TV when we adjourn and head down there and make comment. They're there until 8 o'clock, am I correct? Okay. So you're certainly welcome to come to that, too. Mr. City Manager, do you have anything?
The only things I'd note, the paint-a-thon is going on this week.
Oh, yeah, that's
There's
right.
several houses that are underway with painting and will continue to be, and if somebody has ties to any of those groups that are still out doing them, I would encourage them to be involved and be a part of that process. And it's just a neat effort that goes on here to help beautify our community.
That's for sure.
And the only other thing that I'd mention for the council, the goal-setting session coming up in October, you should have gotten an email from a summation of the comments that were included from the surveys that were sent out. It should have been sent by email today. If you don't get it, let us know. Katie should have had that forwarded to you.
I don't have it.
I haven't gotten it yet.
All right, well, make sure that gets out, because those have been compiled by the Institute of Public Affairs and are
Okay.
going to be ready for you to review, and just encourage you to make sure you at least get through them before we get to the goal-setting session in October.
All right. Anything else, Council?
Not I.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. Kathleen?
Anderson,
Aye.
Davidson,
Aye.
Fleming,
Aye.
McCampbell,
Aye.
Reed.
Aye.
We are adjourned. God bless you and God bless Burlington.
Mr. Fleming, can you say aye in Latin?
Yes. Aye in Latin is.
We're going to hear something about the casket.
He's such a show-off, that guy.
I thought we were going to hear something in August.
I'll tell Doug you did a good job.
Mr. Fleming, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.